Hey, everybody, it's Congressman Jamie Raskin. Uh, Happy Thanksgiving week to everybody. What a wonderful week. And this is my favorite moment of every week, Local Hero, when we get to profile and interact with the people who are making life beautiful for us here in Maryland's beautiful 8th District. My local hero this week is Craig Rice. We entered the Maryland General Assembly together. He was in the House, I was in the Senate back in 2006. He left in 2010 to run for the county council, where he was elected, and he had an illustrious and meaningful career in the county council. But today, he is the CEO of Manna Food, and this is the third largest food bank in our region and a very critical force in getting food to people who need it. And so we wanted to welcome you and salute you as our local hero this week, Craig Rice.
Well, thank you very much, Congressman, for having me. I really appreciate it and appreciate the honor. And the honor goes to all of our staff and volunteers as well, who continue to work tirelessly each and every day to meet this rising need of food insecurity that unfortunately we continue to see that perpetuates itself in our community. So thank you for lifting up the issue and making sure that people know about how hunger is not acceptable and we can actually do something about it.
And you've got an amazing staff, and I know you've just got an amazing army of volunteers who participate all over the county. And I wonder if you could start with that. Tell us about what's going on for Thanksgiving itself and how people are helping to channel food to those who need it.
Yeah, so for the past 3 weeks, Manna has been ramping up our efforts. We've increased our output by 35%, going from our distributions that used to serve 4,400 families up to over 6,000 families. Staggering when you think about it in terms of trying to meet the need, but this is something that's not just going to hit us on Thanksgiving. It's going to be the day after Thanksgiving, and the day after that, and the day after that. And that's when most families kind of feel the drop off from people understanding about how important food insecurity is and how important it is to give back and give back and help your fellow neighbors. And so from that standpoint, we just appreciate the opportunity to continue to lift up the challenges of food insecurity and why we need to work tirelessly each and every day to make sure that we're making a difference in our community.
People are thinking a lot about hunger and need in the community around the holidays, around Thanksgiving and Christmas. But your point is that the need is continuous and is not just always synchronized with a particular holiday. So is this in fact a good period to get people engaged and to get them to fasten on to the issue and to make people round the year volunteers?
That's exactly right. I hope that people use this opportunity to understand that there's always going to be a day in which you can make a difference for so many families in helping to make sure that they feel loved, that they feel cared, that they feel lifted up, that they feel as though there's one less burden that they have to worry about as they struggle oftentimes with economic insecurity, access to health care, making sure that they have workforce opportunities that are there for them. All the things that we know continue to hold families back from being self-sustaining. And so from that standpoint, we do make a difference here at Manna. We are not the panacea for the problem, but I welcome folks to come into our doors, to volunteer, to donate, give of your time, talent, and treasure, the three T's, to make a difference in your community and really help out your fellow neighbor.
Craig, you've been an elected official, a political leader at the state level, at the county level. I wonder if you would just say something about the interaction between the governmental infrastructure and then the community, civil society, volunteer infrastructure, and whether you think either could go it alone. Would we be okay just relying on the government, or would we be okay just relying on groups like Manna?
Yeah, so Manna Food Center gets about a third of its support from government, whether that be state or local. Unfortunately, our federal government Support has pretty much dried up with this current administration's decisions affecting USDA, their farm to food bank program, and actually tariffs and other things have actually made it more expensive. But we're very appreciative of our state and local governments that have continued to step up to help us to meet the need. But we need community as well. It is one of those things where government can't do it alone. And so it really requires us to make sure that at the end of the day, that everybody is really coming together to wrap their hands around so many people who continue to be challenged when it comes to fighting food insecurity. And it's not just about money. It's about policies, policies that are there that ensure that families and individuals are healthy. So having access to high quality and affordable healthcare, making sure that folks have opportunities for job advancement or jobs to begin with if they don't have one right now, educational attainment so that they can continue to rise up in different career pathways. All of those things we see as stumbling blocks for so many of the families we serve. And so government plays a pivotal role, not just when it comes to making sure that financially we stand up organizations, food assistance providers like Manna, but also when it comes to advocating for the very policy issues that drive so many people to our doors to begin with.
Well, that is an insightful and eloquent way for us, I think, to finish up our conversation. I'm so overjoyed about your direct engagement every day in making sure that there's enough food for people in Montgomery County and in the surrounding counties and Washington, D.C. You're playing such a critical role, Craig. And thank you for being our local hero, and thank you for hanging tough through the holiday season and all year long.
Thank you so much, Congressman. Again, we really appreciate it. And again, appreciate all the work that you do on behalf of Marylanders and the United States of America. It really is making a difference in terms of fighting for those that we serve each and every day.
Well, I appreciate that. And we're going to bring the federal government back in as a partner real soon. Thanks for everything you do.